Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So thanks for supporting us and viewing the contents regularly. It means a lot to us. Okay, so today we will be covering few more topics. The topic that we are going to cover today are important. So kindly pay attention throughout the lecture and also practice side by side. So the topics that we are going to cover are lookup. So they will be covering two types of lookup, Vlookup, Hlookup. Then we will be knowing about the concatenation. We'll be seeing about the concatenation, and then lastly we'll be seeing nested VLOOKUP. Yes, guys, the topic is very important. Kindly pay attention throughout the lecture, since these functions are used in the real life scenario very frequent. So let's see firstly what is lookup. Lookup is nothing but when we have to look for a value in a like data, like in a row, or there will be rows and columns, and you have to look for a particular data. For example, there are lakhs of data available in your sheet, and you have to look for a name. For example, you have to look for a name Raju. So there will be n number of Rajus there, but there will be a condition that Raju Sharma, we have to look for Raju Sharma. So in that scenario, when we have a lot of data, lakhs and lakhs of data, and we have to look for a particular value, at that scenario we'll be using the lookup function. Okay, so there are two types of lookup function, VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. So what is VLOOKUP and what is HLOOKUP? So VLOOKUP means vertical lookup and HLOOKUP means horizontal lookup. It is very much clear with its name itself. V vertical, H horizontal. We all know, right? This is vertical and this is horizontal. When we are looking for a value vertically, we will be using vertical lookup. When we will be searching for a value horizontally, we will be using the H lookup. So let's just focus first on the syntax of VLOOKUP. So its syntax says VLOOKUP bracket lookup value. So what is a lookup value? What we are searching for? For example, we are searching for Radha. So we will be writing here under brackets Radha, or we can just select the cell where Radha is written. Okay. So Radha, what we are looking for? We looking for the value Radha. Table array. In what table? Which table? Okay, in which table? We will be selecting the whole table. Then we will be uh, giving the column index number. Now what is column index number? Just listen here, we will be seeing the practical implementation also. In that everything will be clear to you. Column index number means from the column, for example Radha is a name, right? So name, so from the column where Radha is written, what is the value you are searching for else than that? For example, you are searching for Radha's age, so what is the column number from this Radha's column? What is the column number of that age? You will be writing that. Okay, for example, it's written two cells or three cells, or it is a fourth cell, so we'll be writing there to second cell, third cell, fourth cell, like this. Okay, and range lookup means uh, whether we are searching for an absolute match or a close to approximate match. Okay, let's just dive directly into examples, or else you will be wondering what is going on. Okay, so this is the data that we will be working on. Okay, now one thing, um, I think that you all know how to freeze the headers. Okay, I freeze it by view, freeze panel, and freezing the top row. Okay, you can freeze any panels, you can freeze first columns or anything. Okay, if I didn't, if I would have not freezed it, it would have just gone after 21 rows. Okay, which is why I freeze it. So this was the basic I thought I should tell you all, cause like maybe some of you don't know this. So this is how you wanna freeze from view panel. You can freeze any cell, any row or column, right? Any panel. Okay, coming to the point, we'll be looking. So this is the data that we'll be working on, and let's go to directly to VLOOKUP function. Okay, so just let's see what is VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP, it is an Excel function to look up and retrieve data from a specific column in a table. So we are looking for a data in a table. Look up a value in a table by matching on the first column the matched value from a table. So it starts looking from a first column and it retrieves the table or data that matches the data that we are looking for. So syntax we already talked about. Lookup is not case sensitive. Case sensitive, as we all know, capital small doesn't matter. Okay, so let's just directly dive into the question. So we are looking for population density and urban of the countries. Okay, so as we already saw, this is the data that we will be working on. So population density and urban. So what I was talking about in this syntax, column index. So what is this column index? Column index basically mean the number of the column from the column that we are looking for. Like for example, we are looking for the country. So from country, what is the column number of population density and urban? So country will be 1, population will be 2, density will be 3, and urban will be 4. So we are looking for 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so what is the column index for population? 2, column index for density 3, and column index for urban 4. Okay, so column index. Table, we all know this whole table. Okay, value, so this is the value that we'll be looking for. And range lookup, I already told that either we are looking for the exact value, exact same thing, or we are looking for a approximate thing. Okay, so I'll just write the formula equals to VLOOKUP. I hope you all know that without using equals to, the function won't work. Okay, VLOOKUP, lookup value. So I'll be selecting this. Okay, I can also use the curly inverted commas. Under the inverted commas, I can also write Brazil. I can also write like this, Brazil. Okay, I can write also like this, but I prefer selecting the cell. The reason being that I also have to calculate for the rest of the cells, and I cannot waste my precious time writing formulas for these many cells. Okay, I'll just drag it down and it will show the answer. It will calculate the answer itself. So here we'll be selecting what we are looking for, value, comma, table. So we'll be going back to the table. I'll be selecting the whole table. So now how I selected the whole table, I just press the control shift and I hit the down arrow key and the right arrow key. Okay, so in this way you can select the whole of the table. What I did, I pressed control shift down arrow key and right arrow key. Okay, this. Now comma, column index number. So what will be the column index number? What we are looking for, we are looking for population first. So the column index number for population is 2. Okay, comma, what we are looking for, approximate, closing the bracket. Now enter, we'll be getting the answer. Okay, we will be getting the answer. So this is the answer for Brazil. Okay, now if I just double click here, I can get the answers. So now here it is showing no NA. What is this? So this error means value not available. But here see, Afghanistan NA, it's showing the error means value not available, but in here data you can see Afghanistan is available, population is 5400. So what is the reason that it is showing NA here? The reason being, here see, it's showing A14, from A14 to Z123, but in the first cell, what was it? A1 to Z110. So as I already told you about the absolute reference and things in relative reference and absolute reference in the average video. If you have not seen that, please go and watch the video. You will be getting the fair idea of what is absolute reference and what is relative reference. So here, as we have created the reference, so which is why it is showing like this. Okay, so how to fix this? As I also told in that average video, that we have to freeze the table. Okay, we have to, what we have to do, we have to freeze the table. Okay, for creating the absolute reference. Here automatically what Excel will create a relative reference, but what we need a absolute reference. So how we will do that? We will be pressing F4 key in your computer, or you can type. If that doesn't work, you can press Fn plus F4 key. This freezes this, and you have to also freeze this, Fn plus F4. Now if I hit the enter and I drag it, I'll be getting the answers for each and every cell. Do you get what I'm telling? Are you all getting what I'm telling? I hope you all are getting. Okay, and keep practicing with me, guys. Okay, I'm not stopping in between for your practice, as the video will be stretched for long. So this is how it is. We look up the thing that we are searching for, where we are searching, and what is the number of it, and what type of reference we are looking for. Okay, we are looking for absolute or a relative. Okay, now this is how it is. This is how it worked. Now if I have to use for the density and urban, okay, what I can do, I can just copy the formula. I won't write it again. I am very lazy. I don't want to write the formula again and again. Okay, so I'll just copy the formula. I'll go there and I'll paste the formula. The only change that I need to make is here, instead of 2 I'll make 3 and hit the answer button, and I'll get the answer. Double click and I'm here. Same way, I'll paste the formula. I'll just simply change the column index, hitting the button, and I'll be getting the answer. Okay, so what is it? Sorry guys, there is okay, 2 3, and here is, sorry, this is 4, my bad, this is 4. So yeah, so this is how you'll be getting it. So this VLOOKUP is this much simple. Right now you might feel it, but in real case scenario, then when you'll be dealing with a lot of data, so it's a mess. I'll post from personal experience, I'm telling you. When you have to clean a lot of data, there is a lot of mess there. So keep practicing VLOOKUP. Okay.